Tuesday, everybody. It is a sunshiny, summery day here in the Northwoods, but our store is looking like fall. And today I thought I might give you some tips and tricks on using some artificial floral in your home to make it look a little bit more like the seasons, or just make it a little bit brighter. Especially if you are somebody like me, you may not be the best at keeping plants alive, so this is a great option to add that color, that greenery to your home without having to remember to water it. So we have a really great company that provides us with our artificial floral. Nearly everything is wired, which means it can be turned and manipulated to be used the way that you want. And I'm just going to show you a really few quick examples of what we have. Of course, all year round, we keep different versions of pine. So by wired, I mean that you can move these pieces around to fill the shapes and spaces that you want. So if you want to put this behind something, you can make these point up like it's a forest. If it's in a vase, you can make them turn sideways to take up more space. You can cut these with wire snippers if any of the pieces are too long and use them as you need. We also sometimes have something called a swag. These are a nice filler piece. They're bigger. They have a little end on it that can make them hang. So you can hang this or use this as the background of your doorway. Add a few little seasonal pieces like some colorful leaves for the fall, some red berries for the winter, so you keep that same base and then change out the front of it. It can also be hung in a pair alongside of something. You can even hang it above something or hang it upside down and make it look like a tree. And again, all of these pieces are wired, which is really super cool. We also like drapies. Now these are not necessarily wired, but I love these at my house. I always have something like this hanging off of a mantle piece or off of the top of a cabinet, just a way to add some length and texture and color to your area. And we try to keep things around that will work for everyday use, but then some seasonal pieces too. A few other really neat seasonal pieces look like this, and they look odd on their own, but they're meant to be little pot fillers. So we just got in a bunch of these really cool log pots. And what's great about these is that you just plunk them right into a pot, and it looks as though there's a plant in there, but you don't have to deal with the stems and the bending of the stems. You just plunk it right in the top. This one's called a dome. It's the same concept. So underneath it, kind of looks like it would fit on your head, but again, it just fits right on the top of a pot so that you don't have to worry about filling the inside. These are, again, another everyday piece. Sometimes what we can do with something like this, which is called a pick, is we can stick them in between each other. This could then hang on the wall as something. You could put a little something in the middle. You could also lay it flat on your kitchen table and then put something in between. I just grabbed a few pieces to throw in there. If it was fall, you could add something like this, a simple little dried leaf. It's got some pine cones on it. Again, lay it flat, hang it up. It looks pretty neat. You could try something with a little bit more color to it as well. Here's a pretty poppy with some other floral in it. Or you could even try something like just a little pumpkin if you had it setting flat, and you could decorate around that too. Another great way to decorate around a pumpkin or a candle is with a candle ring or a small wreath. That makes a really cool table as well. And then, last but not least, we have just some really neat things like this, sunflowers that will brighten up any day. Don't think always that you need to put it in a vase, so you can just lay it on a shelf behind something or on top of something, and that looks really pretty too. Now, if you have a vase or container that you're thinking, man, I would love to decorate this, but I'm not sure how, you can always bring in anything from home, and we're happy to help you fill it as you need. You can bring it in seasonally, or we can start with that base layer with either some neutral everyday leaf items or pine, and then we can switch it out for the seasons by simply adding just a few picks and making it look different each time of the year. All right, everybody, stop by, check out our floral. It is all around the store. It's one of the things that makes everything look so homey around here. We're happy to help you if we can, and we look forward to seeing you soon. All right, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe and happy Tuesday.